Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our breaks tonight. It is October the 2nd. We're already in the fourth quarter of the year. Can't believe the year has went by that quick, but here we are. I'm just going to get a few house cleaning things in order before we get started. We've got our schedule posted there on the right for the evening. We are not going to be doing our 2021 Bowman Chrome Baseball hobby break that I had originally scheduled for tonight. Evidently, it is taking an extensive tour of America via UPS. And it was supposed to have been here Thursday, and then yesterday, and then today, and it is still not here. So I apologize for the delay in that. But we will be doing that next Saturday. I think I sent out emails this afternoon to everyone that had bought spots in the break previously, just letting them know that, hey, we're not going to be able to do this tonight. Hey, Cardinals fan, how are you doing? So we will be doing that next Saturday instead. Let's see here. I'm going to post a link to our Prism Draft Picks Mega Box break since we've got a few spots left in that. I think there's about 50 spots left in that one. So I'll put a link to it in the chat before we get started. Looks like we've got about 17 minutes, and we're starting off this evening with 2021 Topps Clearly Authentic. I think that's our second break of that product. And then we will have our 2020 Prism Football Random Team Blaster Box break, number 13. And then, of course, our Gold Rush Multisport Autograph Jersey Random Player break after that. And then our 21 Bowman Chrome HTA Random Team. And then we will wrap up the evening with our 2021 Prism Draft Picks Football Random Player 1 Mega Box break, number 6. I'll post some quick links of the feed on my social media while I'm thinking of it. All right, somebody picked up the last Prism. Matt, thanks for closing that one out. So it looks like that one is sold out. Excellent. So now all that is left is our Prism Draft Picks Mega Box. And I'm sure it will sell out as we get started. Or hopefully it will, since it is the only thing we've got left open on the schedule this evening. Alrighty, got some links posted, all that good stuff. Go ahead and update our football list there, since Matt bought the last spot. All right, so we've got 25 spots left in our multi-sport auto jersey break, and then 54 left in Prism. I keep on forgetting that we've got spots left in the jersey. Just total slip my mind. I need something to open. I don't have any packs to open. Yikes. Give me just a second. Got some 92 Upper Deck Baseball. A good old standby. I was going to open some of that 92 Max Black Racing. And honestly, I'd bought that just to open, kind of to warm up with. But it looks so terrible on the webcam. And I can't figure out how to get the lighting right for it. It just doesn't look like total garbage. Which is a shame because in real life, the cards look fantastic. They're very nice. Well, look at this. First card. Ted Williams insert of Albert Bell. How cool is that? Followed up by a Jim Thome rookie. Actually, not really a rookie, but because he had rookies in 91 Bowman and also 91 Upper Deck Final Edition. But I think they actually tag this as a rookie since those were update sets. Great picture of Eric Davis, who should have been a Hall of Famer. Felix Jose. I feel like our lights are good. Focus is good on the webcam. Or maybe it's just my glasses. Sometimes I have a hard time judging because I wear transitioning trifocal glasses. I'm that many years old. That's right. Transition trifocal glasses. I wear them though because I spend so much time looking at computer monitors all day. Because I have 4 monitors in my office, so one of those deals. And an entire career of working in Excel spreadsheets. Plus, I have a current teammate who likes to screen share at 65% resolution on his Excel sheets, which has blinded me over the past year. Alrighty. Well, that was a pretty good pack. Little insert, little Jim Thome. These, of course, are the high series, where you get the Ted Williams best hitter insert cards, but then also the Bench Morgan hero cards. Hey, Brian. How are you doing this evening? I'm just getting warmed up. I want to make sure I don't blow out a hamstring midway through this. Hey, Keith. How are you doing? Good to see you. Little Robin Ventura. Can't help but think every time I see him thinking of Nolan Ryan just owning him like a rented mule. Still makes me chuckle to this day, so many years after the fact. I always love the color on these Diamond debut cards. I don't think any of the guys in there turned out to be anything, though. Awesome, Keith. Thanks a lot. Cardinals fan, I can't even begin to understand how to pronounce that. I'm going to say Unadilla, but so is that upstate? Is that like upstate New York? Or like mid? Let's see what we got going here. What else? I think we're set up for our first break. I've already got the random set. Already got the sheet and the list set. Fantastic. Ahead of the game for a change. I've got to admit, I'm a smidge tired this evening. We drove down to Harrison, Arkansas last night for the rodeo. And we didn't get back till about, I want to say about 11:45. And suffice it to say, I'm not the type of person that gets in at 11:45 normally. So I'm feeling it. I feel like I'm the person that rode the bull on all 6 rides, even though I didn't. I think I'm just now getting past it. I think I slept most of the afternoon. Woke up at 5, ate something, updated all of our lists, got the other computer set up, all of that good stuff, all of my normal break preparation activities, of which it is a pretty long and extensive checklist of random things I do. Pretty funny. Hopefully those Tylenol I took about 30 minutes ago, the caffeine from those will kick in nicely as we get started. So if I sound a little hyped up as we get into things, that's probably why. Oh yeah, and the fact that I've been drinking Mountain Dew for the last half hour as well. But I do apologize about the issue with the Bowman Chrome. That could not be helped. Just one of those things where I ordered the box actually last Friday, and it was supposed to have been here Thursday, and then yesterday, and then today. And it's in some sort of infinite loop of doom and despair within the UPS system. I'm hoping I'll get it this week. If not, I'll just order another one, and you know, obviously we'll do this Saturday one way or the other, even if I have to order another box this week and get it 2-dayed. Yeah, Brian, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Mountain Dew, bringing out the hard stuff. Yeah. But you know, sometimes when you're tired, you have to do that. Sometimes you just have to get right to the top, you know, potential resolution of an issue instead of, you know, monkeying around and going through intermediate steps. You just get right to the end game. That's kind of where I'm at today on a lot of different levels. I have a funny story for you all. I had to convince someone. I was having a conversation with some people, card conversation, and you know, obviously a lot of people are waiting for Optic Basketball to be made available online at Walmart and Target, and obviously it'll be a pretty huge thing, and I'm sure it'll be bought up in like 0.8 of a second once it's posted. But I had to argue with someone, not even really argue. I was trying to be somewhat forceful with my point that that was something that if you had the opportunity to get, you probably should. That it was a good thing to buy and not a bad thing to buy, which I found a little hilarious. That's just one of those weird conversations. It just kind of struck me weird. I just figured for most people, unless you just really don't like basketball, and I totally get that. But if you do at all, then obviously that's something. If you were at a Walmart or Target and happened to pass the card aisle and there was a Donruss Optic basketball mega box or blaster box, I dare say most of us would pick that up and run to the checkout, or at least walk briskly. But that was just kind of struck me a little odd. So you're going right to the Pepsi, Brian. Going right to the hard stuff early. I like that. Let's not waste time with any needless intermediate steps and just get right to it. Looks like we've got about 5 minutes before we get started. Of course, I've got the schedule there on the right-hand side of the screen. Little UPS delayed note for our Bowman Chrome Baseball Hobby Box. Hopefully that is not something that we see more of as we get closer to the end of the year, but I'm afraid we might. So I will do my best on my end to plan out a little further and order earlier. I mean, normally I get everything 2-day shipped just because I'm paranoid. I never do 3-day ground because at that point you don't, it's liable to end up in Tijuana at some point and get to you like 8 weeks later. So I'll be a little more cognizant of that and make sure I've got my ducks in a row a little bit better as far as planning and knowing, hey, what are we going to do in 2 or 3 weeks, and making sure I get that stuff in house quickly, sooner rather than later. Which I feel like I normally do. I feel like at least from my end, I try to plan out 2 or 3 weeks in advance and kind of know, like, I can tell you what I posted on the website this week. Let me run through that since I've got about 3 minutes. Shameless plug for all the new stuff on the website. The Triple Threads Baseball Random Team, that's supposed to release next Friday. We have a box of that pre-ordered, so we'll do that on Saturday. The Chrome Random Team 3 Blaster Box break. I'm thinking that will probably be next week. It'll either be next week or the following, but I'm thinking next week. The Multi-Sport 100 card mixer will be on the 16th. So week after next. The Donruss Football Mega Box, that will be next week. The Baseball Chrome Mega Box, no date on that because no one's bought spots in it, and I think everyone hates Topps Chrome this year, so I might end up just pulling that off the site again. And then the Prism Football, the 2020 Mega Box, that's kind of a TBD just because there's like a bazillion spots in it, so I'll probably wait till it gets about at least a third full before I commit to a date on it. I just kind of posted it out there for people if they wanted to chip away at it. And then, of course, our Chrome Hobby will do that next week, one way or the other. Even if I have to order another box and have it overnighted, we'll do that. The Prism Basketball, it's been out there for a couple of weeks. Not a lot of bites on it. I'll continue to leave it out there just because I like to have a basketball break posted on the website. Not sure on that. And then the Chrome Update Baseball, that'll be on the 16th as well. So that's kind of, since I was mentioning that, I figured I might as well run through what was posted in the upcoming break section of the website. Yeah, the sugar, that, and honestly, Brian, I'm not a big soda person. Like, this is the first soda I've had since last weekend. I drink soda once or twice a week. I really tried to avoid it because of the sugar. I'm not a spring chicken, and I don't need to be taking in excess sugar. It's just not good for me. So I really try to lay off of it, but today's the exception. Yeah, I've got a 100 card mixer going. I did the 50 card, what was it, maybe 3 weeks ago, something like that. I forget exactly when it was, but I had some stuff together, bought some other things, and I've got a 100 card mixer posted on the site. So I've got pictures of all the real big cards too, but we'll do that on the 16th. I just posted that yesterday just because honestly I wanted to give it 2 weeks posted on the website to get a lot of eyeballs on it. Because again, it's 100 spots, so it'll take, it's not one of those things that's going to sell out quickly, or I don't anticipate it selling out quickly. So I want to give it a couple of weeks to run on the website before we do it. Yeah, I think you did too, Keith. I think you've got a couple spots in the Chrome Random Team 3 Blaster Box. I think we'll probably we won't do the Mega. I know I've got the Mega up here, but I'll probably end up doing the Blaster Random Team because it seems to have a lot more interest. The Random Team Chrome stuff, just for whatever reason, is a little flat this year, so I think I'm going to stop trying to. I think I'm beating a dead horse with that, so I'll probably stop trying to do it, and we'll random team the rest of those blasters. I've got a handful of them on the shelf, so we'll probably do it in that format since people seem to like that one a little better. Well, alrighty. My gosh, I've been talking nonstop. Obviously, the caffeine is kicking in fabulously. It looks like it is. Okay, Brian. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hopefully I'll pull some big heat this evening, and we'll talk to you later. Alrighty. Well, it is 7 o'clock, so let's get started with our 2021 Topps Clearly Authentic Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 2. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. we'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. One little quick caveat, I know there's a few folks in this break that are breaking with us for the first time, so if you happen to be watching with us in the live stream this evening and have any questions, please put those in the chat and I will answer them as quickly as possible. All right, here we go. Once, I get my mouse to cooperate. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Anthony in the top spot, and we've got CLZ 13 in the bottom spot. So we will cut and paste this against our alphabetical player list. I forgot to widen these columns. So I'm going to cut and paste this list over to the right. I'm going to sort it by everyone's eBay IDs, and then we'll briefly scroll through the list so everybody can see who they have in the break, and then we'll open our box and see what card we get. Alrighty, now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. And, whoa, how about that? Little Jordan Alvarez 86 Retro Black Parallel. And that's serial number 32 of 75. I'm trying to get the little serial number to show there. How about that? Very nice. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, these black cards just don't show up as well on the camera. It looks fantastic in person, though. Nice little card. I always like the reverse image of these. Yeah, how about that? Little Jordan Alvarez. Let's see who won. Go back to our list here. Don't have to scroll up too far. Jordan Alvarez, and that goes to the Attic Comics and Collectors. Congratulations on that. A very nice card. Let's take a look at that again. How about that? Very nice. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2021 Topps Clearly Authentic Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 2. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And we'll be back in a few minutes with our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Team 1 Blaster Box break number 13. Thanks again, everybody. Pretty nice card. Here is our blaster box. I'll go ahead and get a random set up for that. A quick reminder, there are still 25 spots left in our Gold Rush Multi-Sport Autographed Jersey break. Actually, since I have a couple minutes, I'm going to put a link to that in the chat since I forgot to when I first started the chat. I think this is break number 3. Alrighty, now I get the random set for Prism Football. Alrighty, got a random setup for Prism. See if I need to update our lists. Alrighty, down to 44 on Prism Draft Picks. Excellent. Make sure I've got some sleeves out. Alrighty, well, it looks like it is 10 after 7, so let's get started with our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Team 1 Blaster Box break number 13. Just like with all of our random team breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spot. We will randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical team list. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and number 5. And we've got Hector in the top spot. And we've got Matt in the bottom spot. So we will cut and paste that against our alphabetical team list. Then I'll cut and paste this over to the right and sort it by everybody's names. We'll see who has which teams, and then tear into our box and see what we get. Alrighty. Brian has the Bengals, the Buccaneers, and the Falcons. David's got the Panthers. Eric has the Packers. Fred has the Bills, the Jets, the Lions, and the Texans. Hector's got the 49ers, the Dolphins, and the Giants. Lawrence H has the Saints. Lawrence C has the Bears and the Eagles. Linda has the Cardinals, the Chiefs, the Colts, the Ravens, and the Steelers. Lori has the Browns, the Rams, and the Seahawks. Matt has the Washington football team. Raymond has the Broncos. Sandy has the Cowboys and the Jaguars. Shanna has the Raiders, the Titans, and the Vikings. And Todd has the Chargers and the Patriots. Alrighty. So now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. Thanks, by the way, to whoever hit the like button so early. I appreciate you all giving me the benefit of the doubt. There's our packs, our empty box. Set those right there. First card is Justin Tucker for the Ravens. Next card is Chris Godwin for the Buccaneers. Then our next card is a Jordan Brooks rookie card for the Seahawks. And then our last card in the pack is a Michael Gallup laser prism for the Cowboys. And then our Kid Reporter card. All right, next pack. Hey, Isaiah. First card is Devin Singletary for the Bills. Isaiah, if you go back to your purchases section in your My eBay, you can see which breaks you bought into. And then I can tell you when they're going to occur, or at least give you an estimate. Next card is Austin Hooper for the Browns. Hey, Dusty. How are you doing this evening? Next card is Preston Smith for the Packers. And then the last card in the pack is a Nick Bosa laser prism for the 49ers. That's right. It is break night, Dusty. The grandest of all evenings. First card is Melvin Gordon III for the Broncos. DJ Moore for the Panthers. And then we have a A.J. Terrell rookie for the Falcons. Ooh, how about this? A Chase Young laser prism rookie for the Washington football team. How about that? Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Hector, how are you doing this evening? Not too bad there. Little Chase Young laser prism. Next pack. Paris Campbell for the Colts. Then we have Mark Andrews for the Ravens. And then we have a Jalen Johnson rookie silver prism for the Bears. Hey, Pablo. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you. And then our last card in the pack is a Kyler Murray hype insert for the Cardinals. Next pack. First card is Miles Jack for the Jaguars. Then we have Jerry Rice for the 49ers. Then we have a Jawan Jennings rookie card for the 49ers. 49ers hitting back-to-back. And then our last card in the pack is a J.J. Watt laser prism for the Texans. Last pack, here we go. First card is Baker Mayfield for the Browns. Kalen Ballage for the Dolphins. Then we have a Demario Davis for the Saints. And then our last card in the box is a Noah Laser Prism rookie for the Dolphins. Alrighty, so now that we have opened up all of our packs, let's go back to our list and see who got which cards. Let's see here. We'll start with our inserts, and then our base rookies, and then our Prism parallels. So our lone insert in the box is our Kyler Murray. It would help if I put the list up. Our Kyler Murray hype insert for the Cardinals. And that goes to Linda. Congrats on that, Linda. So the next, our base rookie cards, our first one is Jawan Jennings for the 49ers. And that goes to Hector in the leadoff spot. Congrats on that, Hector. And then next is our A.J. Terrell rookie for the Falcons. And that goes to Brian. Congrats on that, Brian. And then our last base rookie is Jordan Brooks for the Seahawks. And that goes to Lori. Congrats on that, Lori. So then next we'll go through our Prism parallels. First is our lone silver prism. Jalen Johnson rookie for the Bears. And that goes to Lawrence C. Congrats on that. And then next we have our 5 laser prisms. Our first one is Noah IG rookie laser prism for the Dolphins. And that goes to Hector. Doubling up, congrats on that. And then our next laser prism is JJ Watt for the Texans. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is our Nick Bosa laser prism for the 49ers. And that goes to Hector, doubling up with the 49ers spot. Congrats on that. And then next is Michael Gallup for the Cowboys. And that goes to Sandy. Congrats on that, Sandy. And then our last laser prism is our Chase Young rookie for the Washington football team. And that goes to Matt. Congratulations on that, Matt. Fantastic. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Team One Blaster Box Break number 13. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everyone that joined us in the live feed for the break this evening. And we'll be back in about 8 minutes with our Gold Rush Multi-Sport Autographed Jersey Random Player One Box Break number 3. Thanks again, everybody. I'm doing fantastic, Hector. Thank you for asking. Always happy to be opening some boxes with you guys on the live stream. We'll pull our jersey box out here. I usually don't leave it sitting on the table the whole time because it is rather large. I guess we'll open it the way we did last time. I'll cut the cellophane off the top, and then you can see the little holographic sealed sticker there. I'll cut that on the cam. But it is a larger box than all of the card boxes, so I have to treat that one a little differently. But that's all right. Looks like some folks have picked up some spots in that, so I certainly appreciate that. I'm going to update our list real quick before we get started. Looks like we've got 7 left, actually. Thanks to everybody chipping away at that one. Go ahead and update that. The jerseys are always fun to open. Just a nice little change of pace, something a little different than what we normally do with all of the cards. All right, got our list up to date. Looks like we got 7 left. See if I need to update our other list. Looks like Prism is down to 34. And it looks like our jersey is sold out. All right. Thanks to Evan for closing that out for us. I will go ahead and get that random set. It looks like we've got about 3 minutes before we get started. Looks like I was a smidge better on setting up the times this week. Sometimes I get a little cattywampus when I'm setting up the timings for each break each week. Alrighty, looks like we've got just a couple minutes before we get started with the jersey. Sorry about that. Was opening up my bottle of soda. Alrighty, well, it looks like it is 7:30, so let's get started with our 2021 Gold Rush Multi-Sport Autographed Jersey Edition Random Player One Box Break number 3. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everyone in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Now, I know there's a few folks that are in this break that are breaking with us for the first time this evening, so if you happen to be with us in the live stream and have any questions, by all means, please put those in the chat and I'll answer them as soon as possible. All righty. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Flim Flanagan in the top spot. And we've got Keith in the bottom spot. So I'm going to cut and paste our randomized list next to our alphabetical player list. Blow it up a little bit so it's a little easier to read. And then I will cut and paste this list over to the right and sort by everyone's eBay IDs. And then we'll briefly scroll through the list so everybody can see which players they have in the break. And then we'll open up our box and see which autographed jersey we get. I did not even realize I totally messed up our little schedule thing over here. There we go. I just happened to be looking over there for the timing. I was like, wait a second. Prism Draft Picks is not at 7:40. Alrighty, now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. So I'm going to cut the cellophane first. We'll get all of that off. Okay, so there is the little hollow seal. We'll use a little bit sharper cutter to cut that. Make sure it is within camera range there. There we go. Cutting that. Putting that razor away before I chop off one of my fingers. And who do we get? Well, well, well. How about that? Little Joe Dumars. I'm going to take this out real quick, set it there, and throw the box over here. So, little Joe D for the Pistons. And you can see it is JSA witness certified, which means they witnessed the signing when Joe signed this jersey. Let me move the certificate there so you can actually see the autograph on the number 4. And of course, there's the little sticker there that matches the certification number on the cert. Well, Joe D. Joe Dumars. So let's go back to our list and see who had Joe Dumars. Dun, dun, dun. And that goes to Sports Gal Shanna. How about that? Congratulations on that. Fantastic. Very nice. Little Joe Dumars autographed jersey. Yeah, how about that? I think it's that first time luck. I believe that's your first time breaking with us this evening. So fantastic. Awesome. Good for you. Congratulations on that. It's pretty cool. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2021 Gold Rush Multisport Autograph Jersey Edition Random Player One Box Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everyone that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And we'll be back in about 8 minutes with our 2021 Bowman Chrome HTA Random Team One Box Break number 2. Thanks again, everybody. Very nice little Joe D jersey. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and set up our random for Bowman HTA, which arrived on time this week, thankfully. At least we have some Bowman Chrome to open. I actually tried to get some from one of my local shops, and they were both out. I was just going to go get a box this afternoon, and they both ran out, so did not have any luck there. Usually in a pinch, if something like that happens, I can usually go to one of them and pick up a box. But obviously that's something that's opened pretty heavily and purchased pretty heavily, even in the good old LCS. So neither of them had boxes available. That's right. Some good first-time luck there. All right. Got a random set. Let's see what else. If there's anything else. Nope. Got 34 left in draft. Got my sleeves ready. I think I'm going to open a couple more packs since we've got about 6 minutes before we get started with that. Brian Jordan, I believe that is an actual rookie card. Very underrated. Played for the Falcons and the Cardinals. I believe was either free safety. No, he was a strong safety, I believe. Del Murphy is a Philly. Can't tell you how much that hurts my soul. Terrible. I don't know what's worse, seeing him in a Phillies uniform or knowing that he's not yet in the Hall of Fame, both of which equally offensive. Will Mark carry on? Dutch. No, Isaiah, it hasn't. And I just posted that like a week ago. So it'll probably be a couple weeks before we get that close to being sold out. But once it is, I'll send you a message through eBay's messaging system, basically letting you know the date and the time of the break. But it'll be a couple weeks. Although it has been selling pretty quick, but we still have quite a few spots in it. So it'll be a couple weeks before we get to that. I don't know how I feel about Dave Parker as a Blue Jay. Although I love Dave Parker, though. Wade Boggs, best hitter, possibly. This guy's not too shabby either. Eddie Murray. Mark Clark Diamond debuts. Kyle Abbott. Ruben Amaro Jr., which I believe who would go on to be a general manager for a couple teams, if I'm not mistaken. Checklist. Sammy Sosa. John Wetland. Mike Morgan and Lance Blankenship, with a fantastic picture of Rene Gonzalez trying to take him out on a double play. Not too bad there. Not too bad. Alrighty, next pack. Will Scott Erickson, whose rookie was 91. Gerald Clark. Royce Clayton, again, actual rookie 91. Kurt McCaskill. Oral Hershiser, didn't necessarily have crazy career longevity, but peaked awfully high in his career very early and was part of that great 85 rookie class with Gooden and Eric Davis, and I'll even throw in Danny Tarbell in there because he was pretty touted and did pretty good for a year or two before he flamed out. Randy Velarde. Hey, David. You know that hurts my, Dale Murphy was my favorite player growing up. I grew up watching the Braves on the Superstation, just like a lot of people my age. And he was my favorite player growing up. And I will never not be offended by him playing for a team other than the Braves. And I hate seeing pictures of him doing, I hate it. It hurts me. It hurts my heart. George Bell's a White Sox. Pretty crazy. Scott Scuddered. Well, life's hard, David. Little Denny Nagel. Sometimes you get swept. It's a pretty rough way to go, though. I'll give you that. It is very heartbreaking. Play a whole season and it comes down to a handful of games and things don't go your way and all of a sudden, poof, you're out. But sometimes that happens. That's why you play the game. It's not like Dale Murphy was some sort of vaunted Philly icon. He played there for, a couple seasons. And at that point, he was in the latter stages of his career. So it just bothers me. I'll always remember him as a Brave. And frankly, he is the third greatest Atlanta Brave of all time, behind Hank Aaron and Greg Maddux. Just my opinion. Well, alrighty, it looks like it is 7:45, so let's get started with our 2021 Bowman Chrome HTA Random Team one box break number 1. Or actually number 2. We did number 1 last week. Just like with all of our random team breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical team list. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Shanna in the top spot and Brian in the bottom spot. So we will just cut and paste our list over here. Yeah, I love those, David. I had one of those displays actually in 88. I was like 15 at the time, and they were in all the grocery stores. So when I would go to the grocery store with my mother, I would ask the store manager if they could save those for me, and I ended up with a couple of them. It's one of my favorite things ever. Just one of those nice things. The world was a better place when Dale Murphy was on packaging. Just saying. All righty. Enough of my yammering on about the greatness of Dale Murphy. So Al has the Twins. Brian's got the Orioles, the Rockies, and the Yankees. Eric has the A's, the Dodgers, and the Mets. Hector's got the Cardinals, the Giants, and the Marlins. James has the Astros. Jeff has the Nationals. Joseph has the Blue Jays. Larry has the Cubs, the Pirates, and the Reds. Lawrence has the Rangers and the Tigers. Lori has the Indians and the Marlins. Lewis has the Red Sox and the White Sox. Milani's got the Rays. Pablo's got the Padres and the Phillies. Philip has the Diamondbacks and the Royals. Quentin has the Brewers. Ryan has the Braves. And Shauna has the Angels. All righty. Now that we have been through our list, let's open up our box and see what we get. So here's our foil pack. They're not putting them in the little plastic cases this year like they've done the last several years, which is probably good because no one knows what to actually do with those to get any use out of them. Whoa, how about this? First card. Livero Pagura for the Pirates. One of the more highly touted prospects in this set. Fantastic. Great card for the Pirate spot. Leover Pagera. Or Pagero. Very nice. Then our next card is a Eduardo Garcia first Bowman autograph for the Brewers. How about that? Not too shabby there. And then our last card in the box is a Santiago Flores Sparkle Refractor first Bowman autograph, and that's serial numbered 72 out of 299. So the Pirates ending up with 2 of the 3 cards. Goodness gracious. I like those Sparkle Refractors, though. Those are nice. Is it Sparkle or Pebble? I always forget. I always want to call it Sparkle. Pretty snazzy, though. Alrighty. Now that we have opened our pack, i.e. our box, let's go back to our list and see who got which cards. So we'll start with our Eduardo Garcia first Bowman autograph for the Brewers. And that goes to Quentin. Congrats on that, Quentin. And then next for the Pirates, we have our Leover Piguero first Bowman autograph and our Santiago Flores first Bowman Sparkle Refractor autograph, both going to the Pirate spots. And those both go to Larry. Congratulations on both of those, Larry. Fantastic. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2021 Bowman Chrome HTA Random Team 1-box break number 2. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live feed for the break this evening. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes with our 21 Prism Draft Picks Football Random Player 1 Mega Box break number 6. Thanks again, everybody. Yeah, David, I love those solo cases. And I used to search, of course, that was not such a taboo thing back in that era. But I would search those, and of course, the Jeffries rookie was like a really big deal at that particular time. But you would search them for stars for like Kirby Puckett, Nolan Ryan, and stuff like that. But I spent so many hours during those years, like in the mid 80s, even the early 80s, late 80s, searching through rack and solo packs for stars on the front. Of course, it was a different time then. And it wasn't, and that wasn't a frowned upon thing. That was a very common thing. Everybody did it. It wasn't any big deal. You go to a Hills department store or a Woolworths and you see like a giant bin of, 86 top rack packs, or you see cello packs at Revco drugstore and you go through them and try to find stars on the front, things like that. It was pretty common, wasn't anything heinous or frowned upon. I mean, that was just life. That's what kids did back then. Or at least that's what I did back then. I can't speak for everybody, I guess, but I just know that wasn't that huge of a deal. But yeah, it was always fun. Alrighty. I'm going to update our list real quick and see how many spots we've got left in draft picks. Let's see. Looks like we've still got 34 spots left. But those were awesome days. In '87, I used to be able to go to Kmart and Donner's had a special kind of a clamshell blister rack pack. It was a plastic blister that was glued to a cardboard back. And they had those special rack packs that they made for Kmart. And they were either 3-container or 4-container little sales of cards. And I could look at the front of them and tell where the Bo Jackson and the McGuires were because I had opened so many of them. And I ran the sequences on my Commodore 64 computer. I guess I'm dating myself a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, everybody knows I'm not the youngest person in the world, but I used to love doing that. I love those 87 rack packs, those blister racks. They're awesome. I want to say, let's see, I would have been 14 then. So I think I would have been in the 8th grade, going into the 9th grade. I remember selling my Bo Jackson rookies to buy myself some Jordans. Because that's what I did at that age. Like if I wanted something extra, and we didn't, I grew up and we didn't have much money. But if I wanted something like that, then I would sell cards to get it. And that's really kind of how I got into that's how all of this started. When I was, I guess I went to my first show in, I want to say 85, 86. But anyway, that's how all of this started a bazillion years ago in a land far, far away. But those were good times. Of course, obviously the hobby was a little different then, but fun nonetheless. All right. Oh, really? Yeah, had the old Commodore 64 just churning away the floppy drive. It'd make that crazy sound, sounded like you were launching a ballistic missile when you would save something to the disk. Pretty funny. Those old floppy disks in a little plastic box that you'd keep them in at school. I feel like there may be a portion of the audience that's listening to this and they're like, what are you talking about? Although, honestly, I think I probably skew a little old, which is cool. All right. Thanks to Jim and David for picking up the last of those Prism spots. We are sold out. Let me do something real quick here. I'll get the random started. We're running a couple minutes behind, but this is the last break of the evening, so not that huge of a deal. We're running a little short tonight. just because of our Bowman Chrome snafu. Normally I like to go at least 2 hours, sometimes 2.5, depending on what we've got scheduled, but this will be kind of a short evening. Us old heads. Yeah. I sometimes have to remind myself that I'm older than most people. Like, I don't, for so many years within the hobby, and when I worked in the industry, I was in a lot of times, I was one of the younger people in whatever room I was in. And I got so used to that, and that got so ingrained in my head that I have a really hard time like fully understanding the concept that I'm old now and I'm not one of the younger people. But then I listen to myself reminiscing about the 1980s and I think, good gracious, I'm old. But then I don't feel old though. I mean, I break every week. I feel like I'm up on current trends. I know what's happening. I know how the hobby and the industry are changing every single day. So it's not like the card world is leaving me behind in the dust or anything like that, or at least I don't feel like it is. Now, other people may have differing opinions on that, but I don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm pretty up to snuff on everything, as much as anybody can be that's not probably directly involved in it every second of the day, which I'm not. Well, that's fantastic, Shanna. Obviously, there's I think David and I are going to form like a old head card society. So you're obviously more than welcome to join. And honestly, I think that for the most part, uh, and I know this because I see the demographic numbers on YouTube and from my Mailchimp account. Obviously, I think I tend to the people that break with me tend to be older. Not to say that there's not some younger folks that break with me on occasion, but I think for the most part, uh, we tend to be more probably middle age or close to that vicinity. It seems like when I always see that, which makes sense. You want to deal with people that are more like you or that have similar hobby experiences that you've had, which makes total sense, which is totally cool. So I guess it's just us old heads. See, and then Hector's still rocking it. Hector's getting in breaks. Hector's 69, just rolling like a freight train. I think that's going to be a thing, David. Like, I think that's going to be a thing. The Old Head Card Society. But see, that's fantastic, though. Again, Hector's, I would dare say, older than most of us, but still keeping up with the times, staying modern, enjoying all of the different things that the hobby has to offer, having a great time. We're just here opening some boxes, pulling some cards, doing hobby stuff and things. Yeah, we're going to might have to make some stickers or something with the Old Head Card Society. I know someone that can make a logo for me. Yeah, oh yeah, David, absolutely. If you ever start doing it, you have to name your channel that, the Old Head Card Society. I will definitely be bought into those breaks. Hey Doc, how are you doing? Good evening, sir. We're a smidge delayed just because we've been talking a little bit amongst ourselves, so we're getting to a little bit of a late start. No, I think that's a good idea, Dave. If you ever do that, that's what you have to use as your channel name, the Old Head Society. Well, alrighty, I guess I better get started since it's a few minutes past time, but let's go ahead and get started with our 2021 Prism Draft Picks Football Random Player 1 Megabox Break number 6. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. That's all right, David. You know what? That's half the fun of doing this. I would much rather be delayed and talk to you all than stay on schedule. 3, 4, well, if I can get my mouse to work, 4, and 5. So we've got Hector in the top spot again, which means he's going to hit a ton of cards like he did in the blaster. And then who have we got in the bottom spot? And we've got Shauna in the bottom spot, which is the Zach Wilson spot. No longer the Zion spot. Nothing wrong with being a little delayed. Besides, this is the last break of the evening, so it's not like we're holding up the rest of the schedule. And honestly, for me, that's half the fun of this, is talking with everybody. I don't talk a lot of cards during my week. Very little, actually, which is a little odd, but true. Alrighty. So we'll go through our list. I do think I'm going to get some stickers, though, made, David. A little round. I've got some Cardboardlifer break stickers that I use on all the envelopes and stuff, but I think I'm going to get some Old Head Card Society stickers made. I've got that he can do the logo for me. We'll come up with something nice. But I think that'd be fun. I think you've stumbled onto something genius, David. Something absolutely genius. Doc, are you on Pacific time or are you on Mountain time? I always forget. I feel like you're just 1 hour behind me. I'm in Central. Okay. So you're just an hour behind. Gotcha. Get out some more sleeves. This is always one of those nice boxes between the red ice prisms and the rookie cards and everything. We usually end up sleeving about 45, 46 of the cards. I know, Hector, you were the elder. I feel like you're the elder statesman, and I say that with the utmost respect of the Old Head Card Society. Maybe I should get some T-shirts made once the logo's done. We can set them up to be purchased on Zazzle. It's a little website that makes stuff like that, logoed merchandise and stuff. We'll set it up on there. If people want to get T-shirts, they can. That would be hilarious. Me too, Hector. Me too. It's a fun, it is a fun, casual way to enjoy some cards. I thoroughly enjoy it. Alrighty, now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. So this one has the red ice prisms. I know we've been rotating around a lot because we had the gold ice, the orange ice. I think we've done the red ice a couple times. So now we're back to the red ice. Go ahead and gingerly pull these out because one of these packs is the little one card bonus pack with our autograph in it. That right there. And unfortunately, it looks like that corner got dinged in the box. Yikes. Hopefully the card is not dinged, but we'll save that, put that back there and save it to the end. They kind of set those in the box weird to where it, when they put those in there, and I assume they're hand fed, but you can see where the kind of held down on that wrapper. I hope that corner's not bad. All right, so pack number 1. Go ahead and get my sleeves ready here. Little Joe Burrow, Odell Beckham Jr., Amari Cooper, red ice prism, and Chris Evans rookie red ice prism, and a Jason Oweh rookie. I hope I remember to add him to the player list since he was not on there last time. Uh-oh, we might have to do a random for that one if I haven't. Amari Cooper, one of the 742 former Alabama Crimson Tide players in this set. Or at least it seems like that. Pack number 2. Got a little Trey Lance rookie on the back. Phillip Rivers, Darrell Henderson, red ice prism, and then Azeez Ojulari, silver rookie. Look at that little Zach rookie. And then Trey Lance rookie. How about that? Not too bad of a pack. Trey Lance rookie and Zach Wilson rookie back to back. Next pack. You can see where the little, hopefully the cards aren't. Cards look to be in good shape. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jared Stidham, Adam Thielen, Red Ice, Kwity Paye, Red Ice rookie, and then a Rashad Bateman Crusade rookie. Next pack. Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, Red Ice Prism. Oh, how about that? Little Justin Fields, All-Americans rookie, Red Ice Prism. Patrick Jones rookie, and a Chris Evans rookie. Next pack. Little Mac Jones rookie on the back. Travis Kelce, Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Dylan Moses, Red Ice rookie, and Mac Jones, All-Americans rookie. Next pack. Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, and then a Tyson Campbell rookie, and then Azeez Ojulari rookie, 3 Bulldogs back to back to back, and then a Chuba Hubbard rookie. It's always nice when the school color and the parallel color match. Little Trevor on the back. Justin Herbert. Cam Akers, Devontae Adams, silver. Terrence Marshall Jr., Crusade rookie, Red Ice, and then a Trevor Lawrence, Crusade rookie. Next pack. Myles Garrett, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, All-Americans rookie, Rashad Bateman, All-Americans rookie, and then Sage Surratt, rookie. Next pack. Drew Lock, Zeke, Kirk Cousins, Rashad Bateman, Crusade, and Gregory Rousseau, rookie. Calvin Ridley, Antonio Gibson, Patrick Jones, rookie, Sean Wade, All-Americans, rookie, and Carlos Boogie Basham Jr., rookie. I feel like they should have put the Boogie nickname on the card instead of just the checklist. I'm sure there was some licensing issue with that. NFL is generally they're just as no fun off the field as they are on the field. Very little imagination, kind of stuck in the Stone Ages. Not fun people to work with from a licensing perspective. So this is our next to last regular pack. Will Fuller, Drew Brees. Ooh, little Tom Brady. Red Ice Prism. And then look at that. Zach Wilson. Red Ice Prism. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Very nice. And to go along with Brady. And then our last card in the pack is Javon Holland, rookie. So this is our last regular pack. Michael Pittman Jr., Mike Evans, and then how about that? A little Trey Lance. Red Ice rookie, to go with our Zach Wilson Red Ice rookie. Back-to-back packs, not too shabby there. Not too shabby. Then we have a Jamie Newman Crusade rookie. And then our last card in our regular pack is a Trey Sermon rookie. And then last but certainly not least, our bonus Prism autograph pack. Hopefully the card is not dinged, but we shall see. Be very gingerly about opening this. Does not look like the card's dinged. So we have a Teron Jackson Red Ice rookie autograph. Alrighty. Yep. So the card was bottom up like that in the pack. Looks just fine. So no harm came to our autograph card. Awesome. Fantastic. Alrighty. So now that we have opened all of our packs, let's go back through our list and see who got which cards. Give me just 1 second here. There we go. All right. So we'll start with our base rookies first. I guess it would help if I put the list up on the screen. There we go. Sometimes I forget to do that. Sometimes I tend to get the cart before the horse. So first is Trey Sermon, and that goes to Linda. Congrats on that, Linda. And then next is our Jamie Newman Crusade rookie, and that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. And then next is our Javon Holland rookie, and that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next is our Sean Wade All-Americans rookie, and that goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. And then next is our Carlos Boogie Basham rookie, and that goes to Linda. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is our Gregory Rousseau rookie, and that goes to Shanna. Congrats on that. And then next is our Rashad Bateman All-Americans rookie, and that goes to Shanna as well. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is our Sage Surratt rookie, and that goes to Doc. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is our Trevor Lawrence Crusade rookie, and that goes to Doc. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is our Aziz Ojulari rookie, and that goes to Keith. And I believe also we pulled his silver Prism as well. So Keith will get both of those. Congrats on those. Really, David? Now, isn't that something? It is a small world, a very small world. So our next rookie is Chuba Hubbard, and that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is our Mac Jones All-Americans rookie, and that goes to David. Congrats on that. And the next is our Patrick Jones II rookie, and that goes to Doc with the triple. Congrats on that, Doc. And the next is our Chris Evans rookie. I believe we also pulled his Red Ice rookie. Both of those go to Fred. Congrats on those, Fred. And then next is our Zach Wilson rookie, and we also pulled his Red Ice Prism rookie. And both of those go to Shanna. Having quite the evening. Congratulations on both of those. And then our next base rookie is Trey Lance, and we also pulled his Red Ice Prism rookie as well. And both of those go to Linda. Congrats on those. Very nice. And then next is our Jason Owie rookie, and I don't think he is in the player list. No, he isn't. So we'll random that one at the end. I forgot to add him in after the last break. Not sure why he was not on the manufactured list. But anyway, that's a story for another time. So now let's go through all of our prisms. Our first one is our silver Devontae Adams prism, and that goes to Brian. Congrats on that, Brian. And then next we'll get into our red ice prisms. And our first one is Mike Evans, and that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is our Tom Brady red ice prism, and that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next is our Antonio Gibson red ice prism, and that goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. And then next is Patrick Jones II, and that goes to Doc. We pulled his base rookie card as well. Congrats on that. And then next is Kirk Cousins. And that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. And then next is C.D. Lamb. And that goes to John. Congrats on that, John. And then next is our Micah Parsons All-Americans. And that goes to John as well. Doubling up back to back. And then next is Terrace Marshall Jr. Crusade rookie. And that goes to Eric. Congrats on that, Eric. And then next is Nick Chubb. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next is Tyson Campbell. And that goes to David. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is Jordan Love. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is Dylan Moses. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that. And then next is Jonathan Taylor. And that goes to Linda. Congrats on that. And then next is our Justin Fields All-American Red Ice rookie. And that goes to Jim. Congrats on that, Jim. And then next is Adam Thielen. And that goes to Shanna. Congrats on that. And then next is Kwity Paye. And that goes to Jim with the triple. Congrats on that. And then next is Daryl Henderson. And that goes to Shanna. Building up a big stack. Congrats on that. And then next is Amari Cooper. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then last but certainly not least is our Teron Jackson Red Ice Prism rookie autograph. And that goes to Shanna. Congratulations on that. Very nice. Very nice. You have a good night too, Hector. Thanks for joining us again this week. All right, so we've been through all of our cards. I need to set up a random real quick for our Jason Owie rookie, who is number 154 in the base set checklist, but is never part of the player list, and I keep on forgetting to add them. So give me just a second to set that up. We'll use our original list, run that 5 times, and whoever finishes at the top gets our Jason Owie rookie, or Owe. I'm still not sure how his name is properly pronounced, but I have to work on that since I seem to pull him in every mega box I open. So you bought one of his auto cards, David? That's pretty cool. I did not realize until you mentioned that he was from Coastal Carolina. All righty, so here's a random. It's our original list. Going to run it 5 times. Whoever's at the top gets our Jason Owe rookie. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And it goes to Jim T. Congratulations on that, Jim. Make sure we ran that 5 times. Yes, we did. Old Jim picking it up. Awesome. Fantastic. Well, all righty. that concludes our 2021 Prism Draft Picks Football Random Player 1 Mega Box Break number 6. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everyone that joined us in the live stream this evening for the conversation. As always, it is greatly appreciated. And that concludes our break schedule for the evening. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Doc. We'll look forward to seeing you all next week. Hope everybody had a great time. I know I certainly did. Again, certainly appreciate all the conversation in the chat this week. That's always a fun time. And yeah, that is our schedule. I've got the schedule for next week's posted up there, but I'm going to log off here and start uploading some videos to the YouTube channel. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of your weekend and hope you all have a great week ahead. And we'll see you back here next Saturday. Thanks again, everybody.